And today, the piece that I'm reading is inspired by one of the prompts that you provided us in class. You gave us a prompt about different types of neighbors, and this actually inspired two flash fiction pieces already, as well as a loose novel outline. So I'm going to be sharing one of those flash fiction pieces with everyone here today. And the title of this is called Vivre. So basically, the French verb meaning to live. Another day, another tea. Mrs. Merveille clasped her antique French teacup and saucer with the hand-painted shell pink roses, the remaining part of a set her mother gave her when she left France as a war bride bound for the United States. She scattered in the loose leaves of Les Jardins, her favorite, and the only French import she could find near Fairfield Heights, Missouri. Mrs. Merveille studied the flotsam of soggy leaves as they leisurely drifted to the bottom of the cup. A heart shape. Love, of course. And a mountain, too. A journey. I'll meet a handsome stranger or scale Tom Sock Mountain today. Perhaps both. Mrs. Merveille put almost all trust into her intuition and the remainder into her tea leaf readings. But today was more than another day, another tea. Today was her 90th birthday, and what better day to intervene with fate? Her recent readings had brought her to two decisions. Number one, she would chase her every long-deferred dream, and number two, the neighbor children, Jean Park and Willa Curran, both 12, were destined to marry someday, and she would gladly help that along. Now her first dream, to become a masterful plein air painter, a Claude Monet for the early 21st century. She tied on her cooking apron, fragrant with fresh thyme and rosemary, dragged a loose-legged easel onto her second-story balcony, and positioned a 4-foot square canvas on top. Claude Monet had water lilies, haystacks, cathedrals, poetique. I have garage roofs and satellite dishes. Pathetique. She began attacking the canvas with loaded brushes, daubing on thick cake frosting strokes of oil paint. As she worked, memories played across her mind like a looping film reel. The wedding picture of her with her American husband, his face splitting delirious smile, her wedding dress unadorned and modern, which made her look like Woman in a White Dress by painter Henri Lebasque. How she had insisted on keeping her French family name Merveille instead of becoming Mrs. Jones. She had told her husband, "Oh, mon Dieu, even all the cows in America are named Jones. I will not take that name." The question she had grown used to over the decades, where is your accent from in America? The surprise when she last visited France 20 years ago. You speak beautiful French. What's your home country? She belonged to both places and to neither. Her heart swelled with tenderness as Jean Park and Willa Curran dashed across the open field below, immune to the wilting summer humidity. Mrs. Merveille already saw how they were better together, how Jean's care and quick wit softened Willa's rebelliousness, how Willa nurtured Jean's wavering confidence like a rose garden. But she also knew what it meant to love across borders, across the invisible lines that towns like Fairfield Heights drew. To be different meant to be whispered about in the best of circumstances. Well, she said, dabbing her brush into a mound of cerulean, if fate needs a meddling Frenchwoman, it shall have one. Jean and Willa sat in the grass below the balcony, laughing as the thinned blue paint misted down like confetti, dusting their hair. That afternoon, Mrs. Merveille set the first stage. Her unfinished masterpiece just happened to accidentally snag on the high branches of the old elm under her balcony, high enough to require two neighbor children, not one, to rescue it. The end.